Processing is often framed in a negative light, as if heat and mechanical treatments only strip foods of value, yet a closer look reveals a far more nuanced and optimistic reality. Heat, when applied intentionally and thoughtfully, can transform foods in ways that enhance nutrition, improve digestibility, increase safety, and even unlock flavors that raw ingredients cannot provide. At the same time, excessive or poorly timed heat can degrade sensitive nutrients, creating losses that matter in the context of overall diet. Understanding when heat helps and when it hurts allows home cooks and food planners to make choices that maximize both health and enjoyment. The most immediate benefit of heat is safety. Cooking grains, legumes, and vegetables kills harmful microbes, reduces parasitic risk, and denatures proteins that could be irritating or allergenic in their raw state. Pulses such as kidney beans, for example, contain lectins that are toxic if consumed raw but are completely neutralized with proper boiling. Heat also activates naturally occurring enzymes that improve digestibility. In grains, brief steaming or parboiling can gelatinize starch, making it easier to digest while increasing the bioavailability of minerals. Certain seeds and legumes develop enhanced antioxidant activity after controlled roasting or light cooking, highlighting that heat can amplify some nutrients rather than merely destroy them. Heat can also transform structural and chemical properties in ways that create processing gains. For example, nixtamalization of corn, which involves alkaline cooking, releases bound niacin, increases calcium content, and improves protein digestibility. Parboiling rice drives water-soluble vitamins from the bran into the endosperm, making them less prone to loss during milling. Steaming vegetables rather than boiling them fully preserves water-soluble vitamins like folate while softening cell walls to make carotenoids and phenolics more bioavailable. Even gentle roasting of nuts and seeds improves digestibility of certain compounds without eliminating healthy fats or protein. Yet the very same heat that unlocks nutrients can also destroy them if applied carelessly. Vitamin C, thiamine, and some polyphenol are particularly sensitive to temperature and oxygen. Long boiling times, high heat without moisture, or repeated reheating can significantly reduce these nutrients. This is why lightly steaming broccoli or quickly stir-frying spinach often preserves more vitamin C than prolonged simmering. Overcooked pasta or rice loses some B vitamins and antioxidants, but the loss is partial and often outweighed by the benefits of resistant starch formation if cooled afterward. Understanding these trade-offs allows cooks to apply heat strategically rather than indiscriminately. A decision-oriented perspective helps clarify when to embrace heat and when to minimize it. Heat is highly beneficial when safety, digestibility, or bioavailability is at stake. Cooking beans thoroughly, steaming or lightly roasting vegetables to make carotenoids more accessible, or parboiling rice to lock in nutrients are all scenarios where heat creates a clear gain. Conversely, heat should be minimized or carefully controlled when nutrients are inherently sensitive, such as vitamin C in raw fruits, delicate polyphenol in berries, or certain enzymes that are inactivated by high temperatures. Timing, moisture, and exposure to air all influence whether heating becomes constructive or destructive. Home cooks can operationalize these principles with a simple do/don't checklist that turns abstract science into practical kitchen guidance. Do steam vegetables briefly rather than boil them extensively. Do parboil or soak grains to improve mineral retention. Do cook pulses thoroughly for safety and digestibility. Do use gentle roasting for seeds and nuts to enhance flavor and nutrient accessibility. Do cool and reheat certain grains like rice and pasta to increase resistant starch content. Don't overboil or simmer nutrient-rich foods unnecessarily. Don't apply prolonged high heat to vitamin C, rich fruits, or delicate herbs. Don't leave reheated foods exposed to air or repeated cycles of high temperature, which accelerates nutrient loss. Integrating these principles encourages a positive relationship with heat rather than a fear of it. Processing does not inherently reduce nutrition, it transforms it. The key is knowing the context, the ingredient, and the goal. Heat can be a tool for unlocking bioavailable minerals, enhancing protein quality, improving gut tolerance, reducing pathogens, and even creating flavors and textures that make healthy foods more appealing. When applied thoughtfully, it shifts food from potential metabolic burden to digestible, nourishing, and enjoyable fuel. Ultimately, the message is optimistic. Cooking is not a zero-sum game of gain versus loss. Instead, it is a series of choices, each with measurable consequences, where careful application amplifies benefits and mitigates harm. By understanding which nutrients are sensitive, which compounds are enhanced by heat, and which structural transformations support digestibility, home cooks can transform everyday processing into a form of nutritional empowerment. Heat becomes not a threat to health, but a partner in making food safer, more bioavailable, and more satisfying, turning even simple grains, legumes, fruits, and vegetables into meals that both taste better and nourish more effectively.